En 1988, Isiah Thomas y los Pistons consiguieron superar a sus rivales de toda la vida, a los Celtics, en las finales de la Conferencia Este. Para ganar el título tenían que ganar al otro gran equipo de la década de los 80, los Lakers. Detroit ganaba por 3-2 y se disponían a disputar el sexto partido. Antes de dar el paso final se dieron cuenta de que ganar iba a ser más difícil de lo que ellos habían imaginado. 19 de junio de 1988. Los Lakers ganan por 6 en los primeros instantes de la segunda parte. Nos vamos al Gran Western Forum.
Well, they go to AC Green. And he goes right around everyone. An excellent choice, I might add. 56-48, 8-point lead, biggest of the game for the Lakers. Just about a minute going by in the third period. Thomas from Dantley and a foul against the Lakers. Kareem was right in there. Let's see if he gets called for it. Or Green. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his second.
Chuck Daly just grabbed Bill Laimbeer over to the bench and was just all over him, saying, are you going to start playing, get into the ball game, or what?
Isiah Thomas on the line. He had 9 points in the first quarter, including a three-point shot, only 4 since then. Thomas, the new father, has delivered in this series despite a back injury and largely has played under control. Magic looking for Worthy. He has found him so many times in this series. Kareem backing in against Rick Mahorn with the sky hook. Laimbeer, outlet pass stolen by Scott. And the Pistons recover. Almost a careless outlet pass by Laimbeer. Thomas puts on the burners, a looping shot. Second effort. And Isiah Thomas brings the Pistons to within 4. He's got 16 to lead Detroit. Crowd a little antsy right now.
Yeah, we see the Lakers not able to continue what they were doing well in that second period.
Magic fouled. A stop and start go.
Now here's Isiah missing the shot, but we see no Laker going after the rebound. He's able to pick it up and just, well, hit a 3-foot jump shot.
Foul is on Rick Mahorn, his third personal foul. In many ways, it's hard to get the Pistons individually into foul trouble with the 4 men coming off the bench, and they have a lot of fouls to give, so when Mahorn has 3, that's not a serious problem.
And he can play a very aggressive game out here defensively against Jabbar, knowing that there's a John Sally or a Dennis Rodman that can come off the bench.
Isiah Thomas hits again, and Thomas now has 6 of the 8 points scored by the Pistons in this third period. 2 minutes gone by, and it's a 58-54 game. Now Worthy isolated against Dantley. Dumars doesn't go for Magic's bait. And Worthy hits it outside. What a game for James Worthy. He is coming back in multiples in this one. Thomas comes back and hits again, but he's the hot man on the floor.
Well, he's just carrying this Piston team offensively at this point.
He has scored the last 8 points for the Pistons, who trail by 4 still. Kareem with a short lefty hook. He has struggled from the field. He started with his first basket and missed 6 in a row before that hoop.
And now we see Chuck Daly has moved Dumars to the lead guard and Isiah to the shooting guard position.
Dumars off the mark, rebound by Green. Lakers looking to match their biggest lead of 8. Scott. Dumars. Let's see if the Pistons run it. They've got Thomas and Dantley on the wing. This is not their best running team in there, however.
Yeah, that last time, Dumars had no one playing him, and Dantley didn't give the ball up.
Dantley misses the line drive jumper. Pistons are not taking smart shots right now, other than Thomas a few times. In fact, Dantley's 1 for 4 in the game. Kareem. And Green nearly stole that rebound. 62-56. Thomas feels he's got a hot quarter, and who can blame him? He has 22 points, 10 already in this period, and we have only about 4 minutes gone by, Bill.
And now Byron Scott has got the challenge defensively because that's the only one that's doing anything offensively for the Pistons.
Scott tries his hand offensively and hits. So Worthy and Scott have hit big baskets the last couple of times down. But here's Isiah, who has counted the last 10 points for the Pistons.
Well, he feels it. He just cleared Dantley over, looking to just go one-on-one.
Illegal defense against the Lakers. That's their first call. And Michael Thompson for the Lakers and John Sally for the Pistons come off the bench. Kareem goes out. He has scored 8 points.
Now, here's a great picture. Just watch them battling on the defensive boards, just checking people out. Like very physical in there.
Like a pinball machine.
Yep.
Isiah Thomas on an incredible tear. Has 12 of his 24 points this quarter.
And what happened there is he hit his knee against Isiah Thomas's knee, and that is just so painful. I would expect him to be all right in a minute or two.
Thomas with a foul, his second, and the teams go to their respective benches. And this is going to be a full timeout.
Right now, what the Pistons have to do is get some other people involved in the offense. Isiah Thomas will not be able to carry them offensively, especially with Michael Cooper dogging him at this point at the defensive end of the court.
Dantley out to Dumars. Two-man game right now. Adrian Dantley goes up and gets the hoop. Pistons are going to need someone other than Isiah Thomas to get some offense. Dantley in double figures now. Has taken only 5 shots. Isiah had scored 14 in a row. Michael Thompson hard off the glass. Thomas the rebound. He's got Dantley and Dumars. Goes to Dumars, who lays it in, and quickly the Pistons have cut the Laker lead to 4.
Isiah Thomas is hurt down on the court underneath the basket. I couldn't tell what happened.
Mike Abdenauer, the trainer, is with him, and now Thomas goes back down. Michael Thompson hit the basket, and the Pistons are going to have to call a timeout, and this one is a tough one. Because Isiah started to get up, he got up and then went down on the floor, and this is a tough one. Holding his right ankle, Billy.
I couldn't tell. He made that pass to Dumars. He might have come down on somebody's foot and twisted that ankle. Now here, we'll take a look, see what happens to Isiah. Yep, he steps right on Michael Cooper's foot, and that's how he twisted that ankle.
The Pistons, needless to say, are going to need his contributions one way or another.
Oh, sure are. And now what this means is that Vinnie Johnson, who struggled in that first period, has got to come in here and pick up where Isiah Thomas has left off. Yeah, look how that ankle is turned on the right side of your picture.
Dumars double-teamed in trouble. Gets it to Dantley. Dantley fired away. He had a lot more time on the clock. He had 10 seconds.
Absolutely. He must have thought that it was down to 2 or 3 seconds.
Under 4 minutes to go in the third. 72-66 Lakers. Green fouled inside, and it may be Sally. John Sally with his third personal. Pistons have been in the penalty. The Lakers have only 1 team foul to show for their efforts in this period.
This whole series, every game has been decided on which team is able to have that aggressive play at the defensive end of the court and also go to the basket strong when they have possession of the ball. And we see right now that Isiah is coming back in the ball game, but right now the Pistons are in the penalty and the Lakers have only committed 1 team foul.
Makes the free throw. Another home and away story. AC has averaged 13 rebounds at home and only 8 at the Silverdome. So they like the home cooking, although the home team hasn't won every game here. 8-point lead for the Lakers, 74-66. 3.5 remaining in this period. Thomas with a looper scores. Isiah's shooting eye still on. He has 16 points in the quarter, 28 in the game.
Yeah, but he's limping noticeably right now.
Guarding Michael Cooper. Getting banged in there. Couple of bodies banging and another Piston foul.
Now here's Isiah beating Worthy, going up with that floating one-hander.
Rodman is in, so what kind of a team? You've got a shorter, you got to still have a quick team in there, but they lose some height without Sally.
Well, what it means is Dennis Rodman will go to the power forward position, probably play against, well, he'll probably move to play Magic Johnson. We might see Vinnie Johnson matched up against AC Green. You know, there's a lot of things that Chuck Daly might try defensively to get his team going.
Thomas had committed the foul, his third. So a bunch of Pistons have 3 personal fouls. 76-68. Lakers, their biggest lead has been 8. They've matched it a couple of times. Thomas off balance. Basket counts and a foul as he goes into the first row, and he is still limping. He is a game performer. He's got to be hurting and limping, and he continues to put the points on the board for Detroit.
Well, he just doesn't want to be out of this ball game. He knows that, hey, I can rest this ankle and heal it by the time we get ready for training camp. And here's that off-balance shot. You know, Michael Cooper does a good job defensively stopping the penetration.
Thomas showed up the other day, misses the free throw. He has 30 points. He has hit 8 of 10 baskets here in the third period, trying to keep the Pistons close. Only 3 Pistons have scored in this quarter. Steal by Thomas. Re-steal by Worthy. 2 alert plays inside. That'll get a rise out of the crowd. Worthy's finger roll. Rebound Dantley. Pistons down by 6.
Now, I just wonder, with Isiah limping so much, if they do get the opportunity to the Pistons to run, will they be able to, with him handling the basketball and favoring that ankle?
9 on the shot clock for Dantley and the Pistons. Quick double team. Dantley with a great spin move. What great abilities he has there. And it's 76-72. The Lakers lead is 4 as we get to the 2-minute mark of the third period. Double on Magic. Good swing to Cooper. Double Worthy. Now single with Lane Beer. Lost the ball. Vinnie Johnson, 3-on-2. Pistons. Rodman banks it off the glass, and it's a 4-point game with 1:45 remaining, or 2-point game, make it, with a 1:40 now left. Timeout Lakers. 22nd timeout called by Pat Riley.
And now it's time for the Lakers to regroup, because they are not playing anywhere close to at the level they did in that second period.
They're shooting 41% here in this period. Michael Thompson is hit hard and fouled by Rodman. And for Rodman, that'll be his 3rd foul. Not a bad foul for Rodman, because Thompson was close in.
Well, what we're seeing now is the Lakers are taking advantage of that switch on that pick and roll when Magic Johnson either has the big man on him or the small guard is playing their center, Michael Thompson in that case, and either penetrating or getting the ball inside.
Barbara Streisand. Erasmus Hall High School, Billy. Same as yours.
Yeah.
Huh? I thought you would have come out with that real fast.
I know. I'm
busy looking at the Laker trap.
Yeah, watching the trap.
Thomas goes for 3 and hits it. What a third quarter for Isiah Thomas. He has scored 21 points here in the third to bring the Pistons all even at 77. Nearly a minute to go in the period. It's been the Isiah Thomas show, plus an injury to Thomas here in the third.
And Byron Scott sitting on the bench for the Lakers.
Worthy against Rodman, left-handed shot. And the Lakers, now the Pistons with Rodman. 2-on-1, Thomas goes up. And Isiah Thomas having an incredible period. He has 35 in the game, 23 in this period. And the Pistons have regained the lead, 79-77 after trailing by 8.
And the thing about Isiah Thomas, he's limping on every play. He is just showing so much heart and determination for the Pistons.
AC Green in the corner hits the shot to break the spell and tie the game. But now the Pistons will play for the last shot of an all-even game. Isiah Thomas has put on a brilliant exhibition of shooting despite an ankle injury in this third quarter. He has been a one-man gang. 23 points. And the shot is good by Thomas. It is 81-79. The period is over. Can you imagine the great performance, maybe one of the best we've ever seen in one quarter in NBA Finals history?
Me recuerdo allí tirado en el suelo, mi gesto de dolor. No era solo por el dolor que sentía en mi tobillo, sino también el dolor por ver cómo se desmoronaban mis sueños a causa de un problema físico. Cuando me levanté y comencé a jugar, era como si me viera a mí mismo desde fuera. Todo me salía, todas las habilidades, todo lo que había practicado. Es como si tu juego se convirtiese en preciso y acertado, y de alguna manera tú estuvieses levitando fuera de tu cuerpo.
Isiah Thomas sintió en las finales de la NBA que su cuerpo no formaba parte de él. En cualquier caso, era un cuerpo que él había trabajado y gracias al cual pudo protagonizar ese espectáculo. A pesar de tener maltrecho el tobillo, Isiah logró un récord, anotar 25 puntos en el tercer cuarto. Al final del último cuarto, los Pistons todavía tenían un punto de desventaja. Una victoria les daba el título. Si perdían, tendrían que irse a un séptimo partido. Nos vamos a Los Ángeles.
Thomas, Dumars, Laimbeer, Dantley and Rodman for Detroit. Magic, Byron Scott, Worthy, Kareem, and Green for the Lakers. They have 16 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas hits one over Magic Johnson from the baseline.
I was just going to say a bad shot by Isiah because Laimbeer was wide open, but he's got the feeling that he's going to have to carry this ball club, and he's doing a great job of it out here.
43 points, 100 to 99, and a defensive play by Rodman there on the block. Detroit with 1:13 to go, leading by 1. Critical possession right here for the Pistons.
Even more critical for the Lakers. They've got to stop them at the defensive end.
Dumars sees an opening, goes up and draws the foul with 1 minute remaining. And Joe Dumars will go in. Look at Rodman's defense.
Now, Dennis Rodman has done such a job defensively and on the offensive boards for this Piston team in the second half.
John Sally is going to replace Adrian Dantley, who goes out with 14 points.
And the reason for that substitution is Chuck Daly's going with his defense. And Rodman and Sally are the two best defensive forwards.
Dumars has not been on the line today. Foul was on Kareem, his 5th. 5 on Kareem, and the Pistons lead 101 to 99. Exactly 1 minute left, and Pat Riley will likely call a timeout after the free throw. Lakers have 3 left. Dumars makes them both. It's 102 to 99, and timeout Lakers. Could you imagine if you're the Pistons and if you're Chuck Daly, 57 years old, you're 1 minute away from winning a world championship. Cooper will inbound for the Lakers. He's in for AC Green.
Ooh, almost stolen by Isiah Thomas.
Worthy against Sally. Scott pulls up, hits a big one, and it's 102 to 101 now. Scott with a basket with 52 seconds to go.
And now if you're the Pistons, well, Chuck Daly's going to call a timeout and try to make sure they get a good shot at the offensive end of the court.
That will leave the Pistons with only 1 timeout. So if they fall behind, that could be a critical situation for them. But right now he has the lead and wants to make sure this possession counts.
Now here's a big hoop by Byron Scott. Just going up, 2 defenders on him, able to knock it in. And look at Chuck Daly, just once stopped them. That's what he's saying over there. Oh.
Inbounds to Laimbeer. Dumars. They've got 13 on the shot clock. AC Green has come in for Kareem, similarly for the Lakers. Laimbeer in the corner to Thomas, 6 on the clock. Cooper won't let him away. Thomas looking for room with a fallaway shot. No good. Worthy has the rebound and the timeout with 27 seconds to go. And the Lakers with an opportunity, down by 1 to take the lead. 27 seconds to go, 23 on the shot clock. So there is a 4-second differential as the Lakers, trailing by 1, try to set up the play that they hope will give them the lead and Game 6. Rodman is guarding Magic. Worthy setting a screen. Picked up by Sally on a switch. Kareem. The old man goes up and misses the shot, but goes to the line with 14 seconds to go and a chance to give the Lakers the lead. Bill Laimbeer has fouled out of the game. That's number 6.
Now, I just wonder what Chuck Daly's going to do. Is he going to call a timeout or not if Jabbar makes both foul shots? Because they might want to look to attack them right away and not allow the Lakers to set up their defense.
The game is tied.
You think there's any pressure standing at that foul line now?
He's seen it all, hasn't he?
And he's done it all.
Timeout. Detroit, they've used their last timeout here. They have 14 seconds to set it up. A chance to win the title, or for the Lakers, a chance to stop the Pistons in one last defensive stand and send this to a 7th game. Dantley will inbound. They have no timeouts left. 13, you watch the clock. Dumars misses. Loose ball. Lakers have it with 6 seconds to go, and the Pistons are forced to foul with 5 left. Here's the story. Scott is on the line. If he makes both free throws, Detroit has to get it up in a hurry and try a 3 to tie the game. Now that could change Detroit's plan a little bit because the free throw would give them a 2-point lead.
Now, one thing is if you can get the ball to Isiah Thomas, he has plenty of time to get down the court and get a decent shot for the Pistons.
5 seconds to go. The key, no timeout for Detroit. Missed them both. 3 seconds.
They won't have time.
It's over. We go to Game 7. A sensational individual effort by Isiah Thomas, who scored 43 in the game and 25 in the 3rd quarter. Right now, let's go to Pat O'Brien. Pat?
You guys like 7 games this year? 7-game series this year?
I think.
Supongo que sí.
I guess so, you know.
De alguna manera va a ser duro, pero sabes que estoy contento de que tengamos que jugar un séptimo. En eso consiste. Juegue para la NBA o para la CBS, déjenme jugar 7 partidos.
There's magic. He's happy. Let's go to Brent.
All right, Pat, thank you. Isiah Thomas turned in one of the clutch performances here, but it was not to be in Game 6. Isiah, your reaction to what happened at the end of the game?
Fallamos en un par de bloqueos claves, pero tenemos otro partido el martes y nosotros tenemos que regresar y luchar con todas nuestras fuerzas. Intentaremos dejarles por debajo de los 100 y ganar el partido de baloncesto.
Isiah, which of your many injuries almost kept you out of the game? We had an ankle, we had an eye problem.
I'm playing.
Isiah fue capaz de jugar el séptimo partido, pero los Lakers volvieron a ganar a los Pistons y renovaron su título. Thomas dijo que fue lo que más le costó aceptar en su carrera, sobre todo porque creía que Detroit tenía mejor equipo. A pesar de la derrota, fue un momento decisivo en su carrera. Dijo que perder contra los Lakers enseñó a su equipo cómo ganar. Detroit aprendió bien la lección porque al año siguiente barrieron a los Lakers en la final y conquistaron su primer título.